Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So we got the Let's Do deals tonight. Let's see here, 7 p.m. every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We got this call happening. A few things I'm going to announce on this call here towards the end of the call as well, but I wanted to get in here and get started. If anybody has a deal, raise your hand, unmute yourself, or drop a comment. Hoping more and more of y'all's deals coming in. Let's do deals. Here we go. So I spent about 10 hours out in the field today. It was a busy day. It was another Tuesday. Okay. I also spent some time in a courtroom. Part of investing. Okay. Some people pay on time. Some people pay when they like, and some people don't pay at all. That's just part of it. It's one of those things. Okay. You rinse, repeat, and keep on going. It's one of those. Okay. But yes, had to deal with some of that as well, which that is stressful in itself. But so yeah, working on it. Let me get to the deals here. Let me know when y'all can see the screen here. All right. So like I said, I think we're a little behind updating the sheet. We got a lot of mobile homes. Remember last week we had the shadow. So there were some deals that we kind of held off on posting on this sheet anyway, because we wanted to give the students who attended the shadow event first dibs on that. Few of those investors have invested at this time. They are doing great. One of them is actually investing on another one tomorrow. I've got to do some paperwork. I have a mess on my desk here. So a lot of things are happening, but part of that is we'll be uploading some of those deals on here, okay, for you to review. So pay attention to the top right box on there. See, today's fact: material steady going, getting more and more expensive, not worth investing right now. That could be the worst comment, by the way, the worst opinion. As with any inflation, so are mobile home final after repair value prices keeping up with expenses, inflation. And that's the thing is, it is inflating, no doubt. And we've seen that for a while. I mean, this is why you're starting to see lot rents going up, apartment rentals going up, houses going up, everything is going up. And the material, wow, very much going up. But along with that, some of the mobile homes we were selling for 19, 20K are now selling for 20, 23, 24. So it is in a way keeping up with it. It's not as high as I would like it to be. Remember, my previous formula was a quarter all in to the final ARV. Meaning that if I could sell a mobile home for 20,000, I didn't want to be in more than 5,000. That was my number, and I held it for a long time. Today's date, if you can do a third of the final resale, you're doing good. Okay, no deal is the same, no investment is the same. So obviously, some will take a little bit more, some will take a little bit less. You kind of split the difference, and you keep going. If you can resell a mobile home for 20K, obviously you don't want to be into it more than about 8,500 tops. Okay, easy breakdown on that. And that's a formula we break down. But let me jump onto the deals that we got for today. So some of you are asking about Central Georgia. There's a lot going on down there, and there's a lot more coming. This is a new park that we just partnered up with the park owner on. It's actually two parks, one on each side of the street. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to have to walk you to how to get into these parks here. A lot of times when I mention about, some parks are not listed on the internet, a lot of people think they can just go and search for mobile home parks near me. That works a lot, but there's a lot of parks and a lot of park owners that don't want to be listed on Google. They don't want to be listed publicly. So therefore, you really don't even see them online. And you say, well, I'll drive by them and I'll see them. Yes, that also works as well. But some of these parks, if they are deep into the woods, you can't really see them. All you see is a little driveway. Well, this is one of them. There's actually a house. If you look at the driveway, you think, oh, it's just a house up the hill. You have to go past the house and get into the back, and oh, there is a mobile home park back here. You'd never see it from the road, is what I'm saying. So, but we'll definitely have to walk you on this one here. Awesome park owner, we've been talking to. We actually helped her close the second park where we're going to take a lot more of the inventory, but this is one of the ones that is already ready. Now, if you were, by the example of judging the books by its cover, you would say this is hideous, and it is ugly. It could use a paint job. What this is a single wide with a double wide. Not that that's what they went for, but that's what it looks like. It's a single wide with a double wide roof. On this side, you got what used to be a little bit of a deck. That's what it looks like, even though all this on the outside is woods. And on this side, you actually have a open area and then an actual bedroom. So that was smart on their part. How to create value or be able to increase rental rates means add additional bedrooms. That's the best way to do it, right? And where you can, you definitely should. But once you walk into the inside, you got a mess. That's about it. You know, the floors were hard, walls were solid. The ceiling, with this massive roof on it, you wouldn't expect a leak. And I didn't really think I saw anything in there worth more than just, again, books everywhere scattered too. And you can see where they added this addition to, same thing on this side right here, okay? And it just kind of took out the wall from the single wide. So this for sure would never be able to move, okay? You'd have to build a whole wall in order to be able to do it. And here is the picture for the extension itself. So they built quite a big room. It's just more spacious is what they were aiming for. So decent home. Numbers, okay, lot 138, Macon, Georgia. It is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. That is not including the addition. So an additional room once you do, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Lot rent is only $300 in this park. The rental rate is around $675. I would say it's more around $700. Again, keep in mind that this is a 3-bedroom. It doesn't matter if it's an addition or it's inside the home. It's a 3-bedroom. That's what you got to think about. After repair value, 18.5. That's decent on that. Okay, 18.5, and then asking for this home is going for 3,000. We're going to start adding a lot more information on it. Okay, and some of that information is, and I'm saying this because our reps are answering the same question over and over and over. Okay, what does it take to invest in this park? Do I, as an investor, have to do a background? Does the resident? What kind of background? Some parks allow us to just send them to the police department. They get a background, and that's plenty suffice, as long as they do the correct one, of course, which, by the way, that's a renter's background. If any of you are renting, landlords, renter's background. You know, I definitely want to know your criminal, but I also want to see your credit score, more so just to be able to see what's all in it. Okay, so we're going to start adding some of that information on here as well. But this is one unit that's ready and definitely a good investment for you all. Next one, okay, is this one? Yep. So we got a total of 10 mobile homes down in Warner Robins. It is Warner Robins. You know, Centerville, Warner Robins is so confusing back and forth. Same thing. I mean, my goodness. Okay. This is basically an entire mobile home park takeover. That's what we're doing. There is only 12 mobile homes in this park. There is 2 vacant pads. 2 of those homes are occupied, and 10 other ones look like what you're looking at here. Okay, it's been run down for a long time. It has been sitting for a while, and my computer is clearly slow tonight, so bear with me on that as well. But here's basically what you're looking at. Now, these are smaller units, but it is located in it is a perfect location. It is walking minutes from restaurants, from stores, from groceries. Okay. Centerville, Warner Robins, if you do your research, they have very, very good schools, decent schools, I consider them. School system. There is a few school systems, so definitely make sure you have the correct address when you're inputting if that's something that you're looking for. Okay. All of them are 2-bedroom, 1 baths. I know we're talking about the 2 other infills. We may be bringing 3 bedrooms, 1 baths, but it'll probably be the same year make kind of thing. So we kind of keep them looking the same way. Resale on this after repair value means once you come in, fix it, make it beautiful, and move in ready. 17.5, 18K you can definitely get in the area. Rent the rate 600 plus, asking 3K for this one unit. They're all in different shape, of course, like you need every investment. They're not the same. Some need quite a bit more, some need less. So definitely pay attention to the asking numbers on those. We can get you the remaining of the details, year, make, models, of course, and all the above. This one is considered lot 13. Okay, and that's actually the road. So this park sits up in the hill. And if Prim is on the call, I've seen this park a few times because across the street there's actually a corporate office for another pretty big park that I've done business here and there. And I've seen this park, and for a while I kept seeing it vacant. I kept thinking, who owns it kind of thing, and just sitting. I never really paid attention until Prim brought it up to mine, and then we really started skip tracing, digging, and we landed on it with the park owner. And sure enough, took us in, we presented ourselves, and they were interested in doing business. So that's what we're doing, is we're bringing the entire homes back up. So here's one of them. Next one, similar, like I said, similar year, make, model, same condition, like, same size. I mean, these are all similar. And if y'all been paying attention to my videos, my social media, you know, these are much like the Dublin, Georgia ones, where we did a total of 6 The challenge home, y'all visit my social media. We are one step closer to my challenge home. That one hurt a little bit in expenses. You know, when I said challenge, you know, I saw mold, I saw all the work that it needed. I didn't realize we were gonna have to tear the entire everything and literally start from the chassis back up. If this was real estate, it'd be the equivalent to we demolished the house and we started back up. That's what we're doing. So yes, if you can imagine the expenses, when a contractor calls me and talks about I need lumber, I cringe. But part of it, right? Part of a challenge. It'll definitely be a brand new unit when it's done. So we can't wait. Go see my story on that. I uploaded it this morning. So here's another one: 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 82 model, 12 by 60. Lot rent is $275, by the way, and it does include water. Resale, again, all these numbers are going to look similar too. They're all going to look similar because they're all the same sizes. Okay. And this is a very simple mobile home park. I mean, it is one street in, kind of do a loop, and it is mobile home on the right and on the left side, up and down, and that's all that it includes. So very simple. But again, you know, the value is also the location, you know, so close to shopping centers, restaurants, etc. Okay. And as you can see, again, these are not gut jobs. Okay, soft flooring, that is common. Look at that. You get 2 washers and a dryer. That comes with the home. You can have it. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Lot 11. Same thing, and I'm not going to go over any more of these. Okay, these are the same thing you're looking at. Okay, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Again, same lot rent, same amount. 17.5 resale, rental rate 600. So I would put around 625, 635 maybe on these where it's located. I mean, you know, there's apartments not too far from this that are going over 1,000 for a 1-bedroom. Okay, when you're doing comps and when you have something like a rundown mobile home park, well, there's only 2 being rented out. That may not be sufficient enough for you to comp, if you will. So you're going to have to stretch out. And if you cannot find another park in the same condition, which that'd be hard to do in this one, okay, look for the nearest apartment complex and compare a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment for a 2 or 3-bedroom single wide. That is the equivalent of. So when we're talking about over 1,000 and we're only charging 600 plus, you're in a good standing and you do have room to grow. Okay, this is another one here. Okay, there you go. And again, look at it. I mean, these are minimal. Some of these need minimal repairs. Let me see if we got another one I wanted to present. I know there was one deal I was trying to talk to. I'll tell you right now, if you don't show up on this call by 7:05, I'm not letting you in no more. Let's see, Madison, that was another one. Okay, I visited that this morning. This is incorrect, and that was on me. Okay.
I'm saying so.
Okay.
As y'all are coming in, and mute yourself so we can avoid a little bit of background noise there. This is not common. Okay, we don't see this very common in a mobile home park. Instead of a skirting, they have actual brick all around the home. That is not very common. You don't see that very often unless it's on a piece of land. And even so, sometimes you still have the skirting and not actual brick around. So that's interesting on this one. One of the first parks I started investing in 7 years ago, this was one of them. As a matter of fact, we just had an RTO finally pay off like last year in the same park. One of the last ones kind of remaining in there, but it's lot 95, Madison, Georgia, mobile home park. It's a 98 Summit, so very nice, very newer of a model. Resale value 22K, definitely, maybe a little bit more on that. Rental rate, I would put around 700, 725 maybe. And don't forget, if you're doing a rent to own, you're not a landlord. Therefore, you're the bank. Something like this, I would be looking more 750, 775 because there's interest at that point. And again, now you're the bank, you're financing. We're asking 6K or best offer on this unit. It is a pitched roof, single wide, and it's a fleet. Well, it's a Horton. It's a Horton. I was looking at the title from the previous owner earlier as well. So definitely check this out also. Few soft spots in the floor. There's one section. I don't know if you can see in these pictures. Let me see if I can find it. Even this bedroom, I think there's a small section here where there was a leak, and another one in this area somewhere above the tub. So, and nothing bad in that sense, but. All right, let me see. Stop sharing for now. It's literally all the same. plus materials. Okay. Anybody have a deal to present? And I'm paying attention to Instagram now, making sure as well. Okay, let me see some of this. Sheet. One thing I announced last week, and I got a few emails on, okay? I said, our sheet that you get here, it's a normal spreadsheet. It is shareable, and it does update immediately. I asked if anybody wanted to put their deals on there. You don't have to pitch them on here if you don't like. I mean, you should, because this call also gets put on our YouTube and all over social media. A lot of people, there's a lot more people viewing this call past the call than they're actually logging into the call. Come tomorrow morning, there'll be 2,000-3,000 people who have seen this, but they can't get on the call. So, you know, schedules, routines, I don't know what it is. It doesn't really matter. What I am saying is that if you want to post a deal for now, limited, we will add you to the spreadsheet and let you post on there. Along with that, we always have a recap on Wednesdays on the Let's Do Deals Facebook page. If you're not part of that, go search it and add it, because every Wednesday at 10 in the morning, there is a recap of, and in this video also goes onto our YouTube. And I don't know exact dates, but very soon this call is going to become part of members only. Okay, it's going to be members only, meaning that if you want to be part of, you're going to have to be a member. It is going to be recorded for educational purposes only, but it's not going to be reshared. Okay, these deals are going to continue to come more and more. And if you look at the spreadsheet, we have 2 mobile home parks. I'm going to let y'all go review that on your own. There's 2 mobile home parks on there now, actual full mobile home parks for sale. Yes. Last week, we had our first land and mobile home package. So we're growing, as we told you. This 2022, we're going to really step it up and start bringing more parks, more land. I currently have 35 acres under contract as of yesterday. That's also zone 4, mobile homes, and or not a mobile home park, but something similar too. So a lot of things are happening, a lot of these things, and a lot of this goes hand in hand with the coaching calls we have on Wednesdays tomorrow night. We're going to start learning how to move mobile homes, how to zone land, okay, how to create packages, mobile home and land, how to do title, how to go after mobile home parks, how to wholesale parks. There's so many things that happen. We all start with, maybe the majority of us anyway, we start with one mobile home. We rehab it, we make it beautiful, and we sell it, rent to own, whatever we decide. And you keep growing by doing another deal, and then a few deals. But at one point, you have to start growing even bigger than that. You can't just keep doing the same deals and deals. That gets boring after a while, for one. But you should be going after bigger, greater things. That's how you multiply, and that's how you create real passive income. Go after a part sooner or later. Bring it on this call, okay? Get a coaching with me, and I'll be happy to break some of those down and see what numbers we're looking into. We have 2 listed on the sheet now, and we have about 3 that are going to go under review as of this week. So that's 3 more parks that are coming. We closed one from finally last year in South Carolina, and a few more that are already coming into the funnel. So a lot more things are happening. And as I said, these calls will no longer be free, not forever. Okay, we've done them for a while. They will be members only. The spreadsheet will eventually stop working. We're going to turn it into probably the same format and keep it, but it's going to be, again, for the members only. So stay tuned for that. When those changes happens, you know, we're growing. Everybody's growing. Okay. So we're definitely working on a lot of those things there. And let me see. If anybody's interested in those Warner Robins mobile homes, that's going to require a little bit more than the usual. And the reason behind is, again, we are partnering up with the park owner. It's not your average one of those homes. By that, I do not mean that there's limitation in how you invest. Subleasing is still okay. Okay. Rental, rent to own, financing it, creating notes, all the okay. Investors are welcome. Absolutely. The park owner, as a matter of fact, suggested, unless they're GMHU students, I really prefer sticking with those first. Okay. So again, you know, that is already open for. We built that credibility. They're happy to have us, but they're requiring a few more things. And one of those is that you keep insurance on the mobile home, which that, if you attended the shadow, you know why. We had the sales agent talk about insurance and why you need to protect your assets at all times. So that's something that's going to be required here beforehand and start investing. But also, maybe we'll be able to give you a month or 2 for no lot rent. So it gets better and better. Okay. And these calls, that's what we're going to do. I've said that we're going to bring a few of our coaches on here, and soon they're going to start coming on. We connected with one who's already mentioned wanting to be at the next shadow event. And I may have my very first mentor at the shadow event. The next shadow event, June 25th, 26th. We're not going to talk about that. I'm just throwing that out there for now. 2-day event. Okay. So that being said, I don't think anybody has any deals to present tonight. I got a lot of paperwork to do, so we're going to go ahead and end the call. Send us an email or drop a comment on tomorrow's recap. Thank you for watching.